And the payoff pitch is a ground ball towards shortstop. To his left, Canelo picks it behind the bag, spins, fires to first in time. Nicely done by Malkin Canelo. 2 outs, a man at first. The pitch is a big breaking ball called. Third strike on the inside part of the plate. And Mark Leiter Jr. has struck out 8 batters in relief. Here's the payoff pitch. It's driven deep in the air right center field. On the run is Aaron Brown racing over toward the gap. Reaches up and makes the catch. 2-2 is lifted high in the air right field. Coulter moving back on it. Hits the warning track. At the wall. That ball is gone. J.P. Crawford, a 2-run home run. And the Threshers lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. 1-1 pitch to Walding. He reaches forward and lines it into left center field. A base hit. Big waved around third is Aaron Brown. Here comes the throw in from Perez. It's not in time. The Threshers win. Liner toward left center field. On comes the left fielder Aaron Brown. He dives and makes the catch. Aaron Brown, a diving catch in left center field, robs Avery Romero of extra bases. First pitch is lifted toward left center field. On the run is Anthony Alfred. He's not going to get there. That's down for a base hit. It bounces by him. Getting the wave around third is Mitch Walding. He will score. Into third base goes Malkin Canelo, and we are tied. Malkin Canelo with an RBI triple, and the Threshers have rallied back again. The 1-2 to Jelilich is a ground ball pulled toward first. Diving stop to his right by Hoskins. He throws from the ground to Joaquin covering. It's in time. The Threshers win. Bright House Field, no score between the Threshers and Manatees. Devin Lohman made a very nice play to end the top half of this inning. Brevard County had him at first and third with 2 outs. Rafael Neda hit a ground ball back of the third base bag. Devin Lohman made a sliding stop toward the line. Made a low throw to first base, but it was in time. Zach Green taking it on the hop over at first base to end the inning. And keep it a scoreless ball game as the Threshers come to bat in the bottom of the third. First pitch, Zach Green swings and misses for strike 1. Devin Lohman, by the way, is making his first start of the season at third base. It's only the second of his career at the hot corner. He played 1 game last year as the 0-1 misses low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here to Zach Green. Devin Lohman played 1 game last year at third base. It was on April 28th when he was with AA Pensacola in the Reds organization. That's the only other time he's played it in his professional career. The pitch misses low to Zach Green. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Green had his first home run of the season last night in the second inning for the Threshers. 2-1. He grounds one foul down the third base side. And the count's even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good to see a more lengthy at-bat here to start the third inning. It'll be at least 5 pitches. And while that's not a whole lot, Javier Salas only threw 7 pitches in the entire first inning and 8 in the second. In comparison, Colin Cleven's shortest inning was the top half of this frame where he threw 15 pitches. 2-2. He's taken a bit outside, and on appeal, Alex McKay says he held up. So the count is full now here to Zach Green. Threshers looking for their first base runner of the ball game. Javier Salas has set down all 6 he's faced. And the payoff pitch, Green hits one weakly in the air into left field, sinking, and that's going to fall in for a base hit in front of Victor Roach. A little bloop single into left field. Threshers have their first hit of the ball game, and it comes to lead off the bottom of the third.
The third baseman, Devin Lohman.
I'll bring up Devin Lohman now. So it won't be a perfect game for Javier Salas today. Javi Salas is a product of the University of Miami. He did throw a perfect game when he was in college, pitching for the Hurricanes last year on March 4th, 2014 against Villanova. As the first pitch is a called strike here to Devin Lohman, 0-1. It was a 17-0 win for the Miami Hurricanes in that one. A perfect game is impressive enough. Now the story gets better. Here's the 0-1. Off balance swing and a miss there from Lohman, and 2 strikes is the count. Javier Salas' brother, Jorge Salas, was working with WVUM, with the broadcast team. He was sharing play-by-play duties with other student broadcasters at the station. As the 0-2 pitch here to Lohman is taken inside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Threshers with a man at first and nobody out. Javi Salas working on that perfect game on March 4th last year. His brother Jorge was up in the booth working with student radio. There's alternating innings with other student broadcasters. 1-2 pitch is swung on and foul tipped in and out of the glove of Nada. So Loman's still alive 1-2. But with Javi working on that perfect game, Jorge was given control of the play-by-play in the 9th inning. So Jorge got to call the final outs of his brother's perfect game. Now, as a broadcaster who's never called a perfect game, and say it's such a special opportunity to be able to witness that, much less bring the play-by-play. But in Jorge Sala's case, he was able to call a perfect game that his brother Javi threw. Such a special moment for both of them at the University of Miami last year. The Threshers with a leadoff single here in the 3rd inning. The only man that Salas has allowed to reach so far today. Zach Green is over at first base. The count's still 1-2 here to Loman, and the pitch is way outside. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Loman's batting .246, does not have a home run, and has knocked in 3. He was on base 3 times yesterday. A walk, hit by pitch, and a double. 2-2. As a weekly hit chopper, third base side into field, Halcomb, and he throws on to first base in time to get the out. Down to second goes Zach Green. The Threshers will have a man in scoring position with 1 out. A scoreless game here in the bottom of the 3rd, and Carlos Duran, the number 9 man, coming up. Well, Duran is playing in just his 3rd game at the high A level. He's 0 for 7 thus far. Had not played above the Gulf Coast League prior to joining the Threshers. Duran was assigned to Clearwater on May 1st after Aaron Brown was placed on the disabled list. Runner at second, 1 out. First pitch, he swings and misses at the changeup. It's 0-1. Green started this inning with a bloop single. He's at second after the slow grounder off the bat of Loman. 1 down, no score here in the bottom of the 3rd, and the 0-1 pitch is taken away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Duran had a .277 average career between the Venezuelan Summer League and the Gulf Coast League. 3 years combined between those 2 leagues. 1-1 the count. Salas set at the belt. The pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. That's in fair ground. Native fields and applies the tag to Duran. And there is out number 2. Down to 3rd went Zach Green. Duran thought it was a foul ball and didn't make a move toward first. But that ball was fielded fair by Nada. He was right there to apply the tag to Duran. So there's the 2nd out of this inning. Green was heads up, moved down to 3rd on the play. But Duran out 2 unassisted. And there are 2 gone, and it'll be up to the top of the order now. Drew Stankiewicz trying to break the scoreless tie. First pitch fastball is taken for a called strike, 0-1. Stankiewicz 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up. Does have a hit in his last 4 games. And the 0-1 is in the dirt. Good block by Rafael Nada. That ball missed at least a foot in front of home plate. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Stankiewicz yesterday knocked in a couple of runs out of the leadoff spot. Had an RBI single in the 5th inning. Came through with a sacrifice fly in the 9th. Ended up going 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a walk. 1-1 the count with a man in 3rd. The pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Stankiewicz. Drew an 11th round draft pick in 2014. In his first year with the Clearwater Threshers. His first full season in pro ball. Pitch as a chopper back up toward the middle to his right. McFarland, the second baseman, has a quick throw to first, is in time to get Stankiewicz, and that will end the inning. Threshers put the leadoff man aboard. He makes it to 3rd, but he's stranded there, and we remain scoreless with 3 innings complete here from Bright House Field on the Threshers Broadcast Network.
Cody Forsyth is our guest today on Threshers Live. You worked a hitless inning last night, 4 straight scoreless appearances. What has been working for you of late?
We made some mechanical changes, and I'm just trying to get back in my rhythm, get my timing back. And, me and Shrink have been working real hard to get back my mechanics, and I think everything's kind of coming around. I'm just figuring out where I need to release the ball again and get back on track.
As Steve Strank had mentioned, you were working on mechanical adjustments earlier in the season. What specifically are some of the things that you've changed?
We just wanted to change a little hand placement, make sure I was getting the ball out of my glove on time, and making sure my front side was working the right way, and just kind of linking it all together and making sure that I'm in sync so that gives me the best possible chance to throw the ball where I want to.
As a left-hander, this year you've had a lot of success against right-handed batters. What do you think might be part of the explanation for that?
My whole life growing up, I faced more righties than lefties, obviously, I think, as we all do. So, just the development of my changeup has really helped me be more consistent in getting those guys out, and getting my fastball to the arm side more consistently has just been a lot easier, growing up. So I think that's transitioned well so far in my professional career.
Now, last year you were here in Clearwater in the second half of the season, showcased good command of your fastball and changeup. Do you feel that the development of your slider has been a key part of the process this season? And if so, how do you feel that that's gone?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming into this season, I wanted to make sure that was my priority, having that slider down so I could definitely come in and get lefties out. I've always had a lot of confidence in getting righties out with my fastball changeup, so the next step I thought for my progression was to work on the slider to be able to be more consistent getting lefties out, and I think we've definitely done a lot of hard work, and I think it's come a long way. I'm really happy with where I'm at right now with it. Still a long way to go, obviously, but the new slider complementing my changeup and fastball, I think, has only made the whole mix better.
All right, and that's Cody Forsythe. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Ground ball is short. This should do it. Mora has it. Throws to first, and the Threshers are going to the playoffs. Playoff tickets are on sale now for Wednesday, September 9th. All seats are regular price with tickets starting at $6. Discounted prices available for season ticket holders. Clearwater will battle for the Florida State League North Championship at home on Wednesday, September 9th at 7 p.m. and Thursday, September 10th if necessary. Don't miss the quest for the Florida State League title. Tickets are on sale at the Threshers box office or call 727-467-4457. The Threshers were 5 games out with 5 left to play. They have erased that deficit, and Clearwater is going to the playoffs for the first time since 2007.